Hey guys, Josh here again with FNR. Today's video is about VAR. It's the big topic in the Premier League, sparked a lot of debate over the opening weekend of fixtures, but I'm here to tell you why we will never be satisfied with the current system. FNR. Video assistant refereeing has finally hit the Premier League. In other words, you get to experience what Australian A-League fans have been frustrated about for the last 2 years. VAR is supposedly the panacea of football refereeing, a place where we'll stop arguing about refereeing decisions and finally find some justice. But after experiencing a World Cup, a Women's World Cup, a season of the Champions League, and 2 A-League Grand Finals plagued by this system, I'm here to tell you that we will never be satisfied with VAR in its current form. And here are 3 reasons why. Reason number 1, the technology isn't accurate enough. With human referees, we accept a degree of imperfection and mistakes. The human eye can only track players running so fast. With human referees, we accept a degree of error and imperfection. Benefit of the doubt to the attacking team is even a principle in the IFAB offside guidelines. Video review though, that has to be perfect, right? Although human error is of course still present with VAR in its current form, the technology itself isn't quite up to spec. The fastest players in the Premier League are regularly clocked at speeds of over 35 kilometers an hour, or 9.72 meters per second. The Premier League are pretty secretive about their centralised setup at Stockley Park, but assuming they're going off the Premier League Productions Ultra HD feeds, they're only clocking in at 50 frames per second. That means the likes of Raheem Sterling or Divock Origi could be moving as much as 20 centimeters. That's 7.5 inches between frames. So I ask, how and why are we pretending that VAR can judge offsides to the millimeter? To truly judge offsides to the millimeter, frame by frame, with a player moving at 35 k's an hour, you would need an ultra slow-mo camera. That's 10,000 frames per second. While those cameras do of course exist, there is just no way that the Premier League is recording at that frame rate constantly and transferring it to a central location live. Reason number 2, it increases dissent. When we're trying to teach young players not to argue with the referee, we always tell them it's not worth arguing. The referee's decision is final and he will never change it. And no amount of whining and complaining will help. But what if the decision could change? Wouldn't that just encourage players to swarm the referee, try anything to sow the seeds of doubt in his mind and send him over for a review? That's exactly what we've seen since VAR was introduced into football. Players hounding the referee, drawing imaginary TV screens, and trying anything to get that decision changed. Plus, the so-called subjective decisions aren't made in the state-of-the-art replay centre with walls full of TV screens. The central referee themselves has to run over to the sideline, shield their eyes from the glare and examine the incident on a 10-inch monitor while being screamed at by coaches, players and a stadium full of angry fans. Is that the best environment to be making a decision on the most controversial moment of the match? Dissent is already a blight on football at all levels, and the introduction of VAR will only make it worse. Reason number 3. There is no appeal system. I ask you, what is VAR for? Is it to increase the accuracy of referees' decisions from 95% accurate to 97% accurate, as FIFA referees coordinator Pierluigi Collina told us in his first press conference on VAR? I'm not sure that's true. I think it's more to find a sense of justice for the players, coaches and fans of the game. So why are the decisions made in response to the referees themselves? In sports around the world, from tennis to American football, VAR calls are on an appeals basis. A team or a player will get 2, maybe 3 appeals per game in response to the greatest injustices that they might face in a sporting event. With VAR as implemented currently, we get constant checks on every goal, every offside, every penalty appeal, and the game slows down too much. The players and the coaches know when they've been wrong. They should be allowed to intervene. An appeal system would reduce the amount of VAR intervention dramatically, saving it for only the shocking calls and oversights that it was intended for. Will managers and players use it tactically? Of course, but with only maybe 2 appeals per game, that will limit the extent to which they can waste appeals to waste time. So those are my 3 reasons why VAR in its current form will never be satisfying to the fans, the coaches, or the players. Do you think an appeal system would improve VAR? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Remember to leave a like and a comment, and our favourite viewers will of course subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit the notification bell to get an update every time we post a new video. See you next time.